A US federal court recently declared that the imposition of tariffs on all imports coming from different parts of the world amounted to an unconstitutional exercise of power. Let us quickly go into the case details. When US President Donald Trump's administration started imposing tariffs on various goods coming from different parts of the world, a few business people, concerned citizens, filed a case in US Court of International Trade. And the court examined the details and pointed out that the imposition of tariffs by President Trump's administration amounted to unconstitutional exercise of power. The US government subsequently argued in the United States Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, stating that the tariffs were imposed under the rubric of International Emergency Economic Powers Act, and so therefore it was a constitutional exercise of power. The court examined these details and pointed out that the imposition of tariffs amounted to an unconstitutional exercise of power and upheld the lower court's decision. How did the federal court come to such a conclusion? The court argued that one, the Congress did not use the word tariffs or synonyms like duty and taxes when drafting the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Second, the court argued that the statutes where Congress has affirmatively granted such powers, it also included clear limits on such exercise of power. And three, the court argued that when significant policy decisions are taken, which include sometimes taxation or imposition of tariffs, a clear congressional authorization is required. The court argued that since these three criteria were not adhered to, the imposition of tariffs on all imports coming from different parts of the world amounted to an unconstitutional exercise of power. Of course, the US government will now reach out to the US Supreme Court, where this case will proceed further. An important node of discussion on this issue will be whether the US president has an authority to impose tariffs on imports coming into the country without congressional approval or authorization. The whole world will be looking at it because the whole global economy is getting impacted by the imposition of tariffs by President Donald Trump. Let's wait and see how this complex legal problem will be resolved by the US Supreme Court. Thank you.